Hey everyone, and welcome to my first Football Manager 23 console episode. Today I have decided to rebuild my boyhood club, Liverpool. Um, Watching them at the minute um, is quite hard after what Klopp has done with the squad. Um, it appears as though he's sold Mane, he's brought in a few faces. It hasn't worked, and as a Liverpool fan from the 80s, in our glory days, to seeing us very mediocre in the 90s and the noughties, we've had Champions League success, but nothing really to write home about. The last 8 years with Klopp has been fantastic. We've made some key signings with Van Dijk and Alisson, and I think even like the likes of Luis Diaz and even Diogo Jota have been fantastic. But this season has been hard to really watch, and it made me feel the need to rebuild this side and give it back. Now, I'm under no illusions that Liverpool are probably still one of the better teams in this league, and chances are that I probably won't end up in 10th, which is where I believe Liverpool are now in real life. But this is my spin, it's my rebuild, and we will take it from there and just see where we go with it. This could be a somewhere between 3 to 5 season save, depending on how things go. It could even go even longer. I'm definitely a big fan of developing wonder kids and trying to either make some money on them or turn them into world class talents. I have to give a shout out also to the guys on the Football Manager football show. That will be Shane O'Keefe, Robbie Dowling, and Ken McGuire. Three guys that I listen to every Friday religiously. They have a really good crack over in Ireland with what they do on here. A few of the guys will be quite proud of some of the things that I've got in mind for what I'm going to do here, but I just wanted to give them boys a shout out. Have a listen to them on I listen to them on Spotify, but you can get them on sort of wherever you get your podcast. I highly recommend them. They certainly have a good laugh. So here we go. I've been hired today as a new club manager. You will literally see the majority of what I do on here. I have, and I will show you now. Before I do anything, I will go into my tactics and show you roughly what I'm going to be planning on playing, how I'm going to be playing. I'm basically playing a 4-2-1-3 as such, or it's a 4-3-3 with two defensive midfielders. These are my in possession. And what I'll be doing now is there's my transition, and there's also my out of possession. It's very hard to get right for sure when it comes to tactics, but that's roughly what I'm doing, just so you can see what I'm planning on doing. So here we go, here we start. So we've also got 4 players coming out of contract. Now, I'm going to say Firmino's got to go for me. Maybe Oxlade-Chamberlain, dependent on how much they're worth. Navigator, I'm not. To be honest, I would be disappointed with getting rid of all of them. We shall see on that one. So here, play attacking football. Oh. Play entertaining football, work within the wage budget, challenge Champions League, qualify, challenge. Yeah, we'll accept that. So, first thing I'm going to do in the squad, Roberto Firmino, I am going to put you up for sale. You're worth £48 million. I am going to list you for £35 million. I think that's the correct thing to do. Oxlade-Chamberlain is injured for quite a while. Naby Keita is the same. A lot of injuries here, and all for a long time as well. So, okay. We've got 42 million. Okay, so what we want to do is I'm not worried about the forward line. I've got some players in mind. I just want to have a look to see who they've got here. This Guido Rodriguez is quite well wanted. Not on my list, I must say. So, Thomas Partey, £103 million. That's pretty insane, if I'm going to be honest with you. Inaki Williams, 129 million. So, the last football manager I played on the regular was 2018, and you wouldn't get a player no more than probably 80. So this is quite a turn up to have a look. There's Jude, the one player we all hope that we will sign in real life. Still can't see it happening. So I am going to go to the search bar. Now the first player I'm going to buy, or look to buy, and I've got to go through my notes here, is not Jude, but Job. He's got really good stats for a 16-year-old. Oh, I've just forwarded it by accident. Here we go. I've really got to get used to these controls. We want to make an offer. So he's worth 6.4 million. We will offer that, and we will add in a cheeky little international appearances, and we will give you £1 million. We will also give you, after 50 league appearances, a further £1 million. What do you say to that? They are more than happy with that. We are happy too. That's a good start there. Here is one that my good buddy over in Ireland will be pleased about. I personally had never heard of this player until he brought him on. FM22, Ilya Zabani. I need a centre back because he's young, he's 19, he's got cracking stats. 11.5 million. Palace are interested, but I think it's going to be, I'm going to just suggest the terms. So they want, okay, so this is interesting. So they want 2.3 after league appearances. I will give them 2 million on that, and I want to make that about 30%. But tell you what, it's a lot easier to be trying to get some of these players like that. That's nice and simple. We will finalise that. My next player I'll be looking at, you'll just have to forgive me while I look for these players. Oh, how the hell am I going to spell this guy's name? This guy here, Andres Schluchtrup. I've absolutely butchered that. He is a very, very tidy player. Great stats. 18 years old. We love a wonder kid. Highly recommend this one for sure. Transfer wise, we will make an offer. They view him as a star and do not want to sell him, so we shall. We'll do the 50 appearances for 1 million. We will also add in 20 internationals for 2 million. We shall suggest that and see what happens. They've negotiated a 40% sell on. I'll put that down to 30 and I'll knock down the fee to 6 million. And they have said that that is fine. That could be a good steal there for 9 million quid. We'll finalise that. Now, the last player I will definitely, there's two players I want to look at. I'm getting rid of Firmino, so I need to replace him. That is something for sure. Now, the best player I believe on here to get in is Datro Fofana. He's young, he can play on the wing, he can play up top, he can play in any of them front three positions, which is ideal to what I want. This is the player we want. He's got club's interest as well. And it's Man U and Tottenham. And it looks like he prefers to go to Tottenham, so we're going to stick in a bid for him. I will just stick in 30 league goals for £1 million. And you know what? I'll even up this to 3.5. £4.5 million. Yes, please. We will take that. So on my list of players, there's two I just want to check. This one I'm not 100% sure on, even if I've spelt his name right. I have. He plays in that number 10, but he can play in the middle as well. I think he could be reasonably costly. What do I do? 19.5 million. If I can, would be a good signing for the future, just on a C+. Let's let's drop in 3 monthly instalments of £1.5. Let's just see if that does anything here. It seems to be very easy to be buying players here. My last player I want to look at, I'm not 100% sure on this yet. Luka Sasic, another central midfielder. I think I could get him for around that price. Would be a terrific signing for the future. We're just going to straight up offer him the money. Right. Let me just check something out with him. Oh, I've completely done the wrong thing. As you can see there, that everyone has accepted deals. Okay. So as you can see, a lot of these already, and I knew this would be the case, is they all want to come, but they all want to be loaned back, which is absolutely fine with me. Hot prospect for Bellingham, that's fine. Now, when you're in charge of one of these clubs, the first thing you need to get rid of, in my mind, is just get rid of that 10%. They might ask for a little bit more on their wage. Sometimes they won't. Zabani. He might be the one that I might keep him. I might loan him back. I'll give him 80k. Nice 5-year deal. I will accept your loan back for him. Okay. Yeah, we'll loan you back because you just want to be loaned out. So most of these players, yeah, you can go back there. I see up the top there's a cheeky Arsenal bid for Roberto Firmino. That could be a big help. You can't ask for 48k, you got to make that 50. You have to. Suggest terms for him. Yes, you can go back. Now here's where it's going to be interesting. I need a central midfielder. Kudos. I'm going to loan back Kudos, but the new fellow I'm not going to unless he asks to. £125k a week. quite a big deal, actually. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen with slightly bigger. You can have him back. It's going to be interesting with Firmino. 20.5. Non-negotiable. Reject. I'm happy to try and get rid of Firmino, but I want at least. Okay, we'll drop it a little bit. I can't let him go for 20 million quid. Be asking for trouble. So this is the guy that I am not going to loan back unless he asks to. He expects to be loaned out, so I'll loan him back. So it's going to be one player I'm bringing in. Okay. He's like having a laugh, aren't they? They are having a laugh. It's worth 37. Now, I believe somebody was interested in him as well. So there's a few there. Hopefully that 30 million will, let's see. Oh, we've got a friendly as well. £18 million. They're getting worse. The boys on the Football Manager football show always say this. I'm not holding out for that. Thing is, it's either do this or lose him in the summer. I could use him for the year, I suppose, and lose him for nothing. What I will be doing on friendlies, just so everyone gets the score on what I'm going to be doing. I wish I'd not just jumped straight into this. I will only be showing the goals. Some people have key highlights, some have comprehensive. I will literally just be going with the goals. I'm intrigued to know how this formation works out as well. With full strength against Mönchengladbach. Okay, RB Elliott in the middle. Right, commentary only. Let's go. Let's see how this goes. Good position, RB Elliott there. Really trying to finish. Okay. Will that work with the crowd? Because that was pretty mental. You could barely hear myself even thinking over that crowd. It's been a red card in a friendly. I did just say there was a red card. Obviously not. We're going to start making some changes. Okay. We're going to put on Diego Jota. Oh, wrong thing. Carvalho. What do you prefer to do? I think you're happy doing anything, to be honest. One player I really need to get out of the club, if I'm honest. James Milner. Costas Tsimikas. Joe Gomez. We'll put on Firmino just because. Where does he play? Ben Doak. Okay, that'll do for the moment. James Milner, I just saw, just scored. Oh, he scored a belter as well. Not often you see that, but we will take it. We need to score this one. Do you want to change our penalty taker? No, Milner's the man. Milner is the man for penalties. He's tucked away his second of the game. That Marcus Thuram's just scored. It's bad defending. Really bad defending. But I can say no matter what happens, it's been a successful start with 26 shots so far. Definitely, yeah, we'll make that change. That's a good little touch that they've got that. Carvalho, Firmino, cheeky, we love that. Good finish. And that is that. 4-1. James Milner, clearly the outstanding man. Very pleased with that. Adrian. I'm not going to be looking to use Adrian. 1.6 million. Be silly not to even look at that, I think. This is what we need to work out though. His guide value is going down. Just need Chelsea or Juve to come in. Look, it's just only Arsenal when their offers are getting lower and lower and lower. And they're non-negotiable as well. How excited am I to be Liverpool's new manager? We want to get down to business as quickly as possible. Joe Bellingham comes along. Have I got the money to do all these deals? Two work permits there. Yeah, we're pleased with that one. I think that's a key move there. I think I need to make a couple of sales, you know. Joe Bellingham is a fine player. It's a difference from the console here. You get hardly any questions there. It's really quite nice and quick. Right. Something I learned doing it's a bit more difficult. We're going to move him to the senior squad. Not 100% sure it's the correct thing to do as of yet, but and we will stick him on the bench. Ben Doak is a right winger. Okay, just so I know for next time. Suppose I need to apply for a work permit for Adrian. Mind you, it's all on games played, isn't it? That speaks a lot for Liverpool reserves if they're losing 3-0 to Leyton Orient. Liverpool keen on signing Rice. I'm not going to deny I am a bit of an admirer of Declan Rice. Got a contract that ends in a season and a half. When are you going to add him? 74 million. Adrian is sold. And we've got Sheltered Up. Here's coming. What does this do to our finances? Our committed spending is over already. Okay, so Firmino goes. Please don't tell me that's Harvey Elliott injured. That's not a good sign now. Yeah. Okay. It's not ideal. Not really what we wanted. And someone's coming for him. I really do. I really don't want to go any less than that. Did I just see they've gone in for an even 18.75? Why is no one else coming in for him? I don't get it. I'll tell you why I don't get it. It's because when I had a little look around on the first game, I needed to try and buy some talent, and I sold Firmino for 32 million. So this is very indifferent. Kudos we've now got. What's the Barney news? I haven't got the money here. I have not got the money, I'm telling you. Ansu Fati. Recommended. He's someone I want to keep my eye on, I must admit. Victor Osimhen as well. 19 recommendations. Show me the recommendations then. Milot Rashika. Parthenope, aka Napoli. It's time to bite a bit of a bullet here. I'm going to have to do something with delay it for a week, yes. Right, it's bite the bullet time with Roberto Firmino, unfortunately. He's the man that I need to go. At the end of the day, he's on 180 grand a week. This is not ideal, really, what I wanted to do, but if someone gives me 22 million, they can have him, as far as I'm concerned. £16 million. It's non-negotiable. Make it negotiable. can't do it. So Fofana is 3.5 million. That's 15.5 million. That's 20. It's about 26 million. So I do need to make rid. Whatever happens. Guide value, look at it, it's just going down and down and down. Right, so if I make this non-negotiable, 22 million, let's see what happens. We do have a friendly. Harvey Elliott is crocked. I could give the boy Milner a run out really, but I'm also going to start, if I can find him. Why can't I find him? Do you know what? We'll play Milner there. Has he got any better roles? And we'll start Ben Doak as well. Has he got any better roles on him? We'll just start off with that and we'll hope this works. We need to remove him. How do you remove a player from there? Yeah, I'm not sure how you even do that, if I'm honest. Interesting. Very easy to do on the crazy. Move position, swap player. Right, is this the only way I'm going to be able to do it? It could well be, you know? Let's give this a bash. Bit of a nightmare to start with this on console, to be completely honest. PTM. I'm not even 100% sure. Who they are. And it's certainly been a boring first 20 minutes. And quite even, to be honest. There's Darwin. Darwin's in. Robertson hoofs it long. Darwin's in. I imagine Darwin's going to be really good on this game. I hope so anyway, because it is a rebuild. The first season is going to be tough to even try and work out. I'm signing a lot of young players who know they're not probably going to be as involved to start off with, which I think is fair enough. And then it's just about making moves for them players. No, we don't want to do that. We want to make subs. Oh, got another goal. Is that Ben Doak? Oh, Doak's cross and Luis Diaz nods in at the back post. We shall make some subs now. We will put... Oh, we're in a nightmare. Luis Diaz will come off for Diogo Jota. Darwin Nunez will come off for Roberto Firmino. Doak comes off for Mohamed Salah. We'll give Arthur a run out. And then we'll put on the usual how comes I can't put on Simicast? Okay, interesting. That will do. Carvalho will stay on the bench. We're 2-0 up. It's a friendly. I don't really care. I'm going to be completely honest. But so far, it has been a decent pre-season. Well, it looks like it's going to stay this way at this moment. A bit of a boring second half. Was that Arthur? Oh, looked like he miskicked it. I've not known what to really rate of him, to be honest, since he's come along. We haven't barely seen him. Heard great things from him when he was in Spain and Brazil. Gone to Italy and he's got a bit of a reputation. So, I don't know what to think of him, to be honest. Offers made for Firmino. My client is pleased that Chelsea have made £22 million odd bid. Now, I need to make sure that we accept that offer. Not exactly happy with that, but I'm intrigued by this recruitment. It's not easy to see much. So this Firmino deal should balance the books, and it will enable a couple of signings to come in. I very much like Zabani. Carvalho is now injured. Look at this list of injuries. Look at that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players there that are like months. I'd like to get rid of Navigator, but that's not going to happen right now. There's some big injuries standing problems there, so I'm going to be alright probably about September, October. Right, Petro Fofana has arrived. Good signing that. Good signing. Firmino's out injured now. Please don't be for too long. 5 days. Good. An accidental collision. I reckon someone knew he was going to get a move, so they clattered him. I think that normally happens around football clubs. Liverpool reserves are not much cop at the moment. Jay Spearing in now. Of course, they've got Champions League on this now, haven't they? Forgot all about that. Oh, that. So I've got 2 deals that are probably. I will have the money, but it's going to practically call me around about even. Yeah, Susic has got to be delayed again. Just always away. No, we don't touch that. Okay, they got bank loan. It doesn't surprise me. At all. Man United going to discuss a new contract for Rashford. Salah is the 13-5 favourite to be top goal scorer. We'll get Salah on to start. And that will be how we go for the match. Playing Raul Vallecano. Here we go. Expect another win here, to be fair. It's 1-0 to the Pool after 3 minutes. Oh, don't know if that's cheeky or it's Pool. It's one of the two though, that's for certain. Just need a bit of stability. We are creating plenty of chances. Big Darwin, make the run from Diaz. Good finish. Makes it 2-0 to Liverpool. And Luis Diaz. Good knockdown from Nunez there. Tidy finish. And that's 3-0 Liverpool. Coasting along now. We'll get it going. We'll make a couple of subs. We're not going to go too mad now. That is going to do. Just going to see the game out. Give the boys some fitness. I normally, on the PC version, just let the games run out on friendlies and let the assistant take over. Not sure you can do that on the console version. Salah's got one to make it 4. Cheeky. Very cheeky. Always happy if we get up to about an XG of 3 to 3.5. It means we've really smashed it in, to be honest. Just going to see this game out now. 15 minutes left. Have I accidentally paused that? I have. That's what happens when you move and lean on your controller. Yeah, we'll make a replacement there. It's fine. I think that just seemed to be an injury though. Yeah, we'll make a change there. It's not a problem. We're at the end of the game. 4-0 is a good result. We will take that. So, that is going to conclude our first episode of our Liverpool rebuild. It's mainly pre-season, it's mainly transfers, lots of ins, a couple of outs. Just going to see how it goes. So far so good. Pre-season's been really good. We shall see where we go into part 2. Please give us a like, subscribe, comment on my transfers. Tell me what you think. Has my business been good? Am I right to get rid of Firmino? Is 22 million too cheap? You tell me. We'll see you in the next part. All the best.